Hey guys, Check and Kate here with your episode 9 recap of Blood vs. Water. Again, it's late. Have a few good reasons. I had a power surge over the weekend. We had very, very, very bad storms come through the Midwest area. Mideast, I should say. I'm in Ohio. And, and I wanted to wait till I watched the Dr. Phil episode with Todd. I want to give you my thoughts on that as well. Speaking of that episode, I don't watch Dr. Phil normally. It was very heart-wrenching, and it was very hard for me to watch because, alcoholism has affected me personally, and watching Todd go through that was very scary. And I hope and pray that Todd gets the help he is, getting the help he's going to get, and right now he's in recovery. From what I understand, he's doing well. So I hope he recovers. I hope that, eventually he'll be good and all in good health. And one other special thing about that episode was that Sandra was in it. And then that's awesome of Sandra. My respect for her grew immensely after that. So keep praying for Todd. He needs all the help and prayers and encouragement he can get. And alcoholism is a very hard thing to go through. Okay, with that being said, I'm going on with your episode 9 recap. They show, as always, recap of last week's episode, Aris getting voted out, which I hated. Aris was one of my favorites this season, and that sucked. There was 2 eliminations last week, I shouldn't say tonight. All new episode of Survivor tonight, and there's going to be some fireworks. I'll get to that at the end of the show. Recap. So it shows Aris getting voted out. We go back to camp. Vita says, great move, everybody. Great move, everybody. You was a threat, blah, blah, blah. But when we go back into the confessional, he's going to get vengeance. And that's... The episode was called Brother's Keeper. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, I got notes here. Tina does kind of take a stand against Monica and Tyson. Tyson refutes her, basically. And then we go into a segment with Katie and Tina. Tina basically feeling she's doomed, tells Katie to look out for herself, to play her own game. So that was that. I'm rooting for both ladies. Tina followed me on Twitter about a week ago out of the blue, and that made my day. And Katie's awesome too. So, and like I said before, I would be happy with anybody winning in this cast. There was only one person I was not wanting to win. I didn't want to see that person to begin with, and he quit. So, I'm happy with anybody at this point. But there is a few I would like to see win more. But going on with that, Immunity Challenge number 1. It's a Survivor Classic. It's the Gross Eating Food Challenge, and I'm glad I didn't eat dinner before or eat anything of the sort because it's gross as always. And this was kind of a history in the making because Jervis, as you recall, one of the Coconut Bandits, was in the food challenge, and he could not resist, or he could not go against one of his main enemies, the Grub, I think it was called. Same case scenario here. It was down to 2, Monica and Jervis, and guess what happens? Guess what their final food was? Grubs, and Jervis couldn't do it. So the Grub wins again. So did Monica. Monica won individual immunity. Very happy for her. Monica's one of the main ones I'm rooting for. Because she, back in One World, I have a nice, cool little autograph pic and a T-shirt. So, fan loyalty on that aspect. So, I never forget. So, notes again. We go back to camp, and it looks like Vitas and Katie are at the bottom. Vitas is basically scrambling. He's going to his old tribe mates, mainly Hayden. Hayden's still strong. I'm rooting mainly Hayden's one of the ones I'm mainly rooting for. Team Haycat is still strong in that aspect. but he's going to Hayden and basically saying, "Hey man, don't vote for me," you know. And he's going up to Tyson too, and stuff like that. So he's basically scrambling at this point. We go to Tribal for the first elimination, and Vetus is voted out. So that was like, oh. So it's going to be brother versus brother at elimination, and they're going to be joined by somebody later in the show. Okay. It's back at camp, and it revealed that Monica switched her vote from, I think it was Katie to Vetus, and Jervis isn't too happy about it. He thinks Monica is paranoid, and a lot of, like Laura Moretz said that Monica is paranoid even though she won. That's paranoia runs in Survivor, so I mean. We go back to Redemption Island, and this was kind of a sad scene. We go Vetus and Aris, they're talking, and Aris basically says he'll be happy if Vetus wins, but Vetus says he can't say the same if Aris won, and that was kind of, Aris looked a little bit upset with that. So I mean, I don't have a brother. I'm the only child, so I can't comment on that. It's probably just a competitive thing between the two. But I am hoping Aris wins. But like I said, I'm rooting for all three because I admire all three contestants, you know. And like I said, Vetus, like I said before about Vetus, you know, his backstory is awesome. Anybody that beat the addiction that he did deserves respect, and you know, and made something of his life. We go to Immunity Challenge 2, and any Survivor fan, that long-term fan would know, it's the sword. They have a sword planted in the ground. You have to stack coins. If you recall Fabio, the winner of Survivor Nicaragua, that was the final Immunity Challenge, and he won that. And eventually Katie wins on that one, so take it for what it is, you know. I mean, Fabio won on a final immunity, so that would probably be a good thing for Katie. So she wins immunity, was happy about that, so we know she's safe. But the funny thing is, Tina goes back to camp and looks for the hidden immunity aisle, but she has babysitter. She's got people following her, and the ironic thing was Tyson was following her, even though he has a hidden immunity aisle. He's totally playing up like he does not have it. Tyson's playing a good game at this point. So, you know, and he's just playing along. And so, Monica again is looked at as a wild card, but at Tribal, Tina's voted out, and that sucked. So we had 2 eliminations going into tonight. Well, interesting to see how Redemption Island's played out with the 2 brothers, Aris and Vetus, and Tina. And now at this point, since it's the merge, it starts the jury process. So we'll see going into tonight. And sneak peek, kind of a sad one. It looks like the last remaining pair, or Sierra is going against her mom for her own game because she sees her mom as a threat, and her mom's a great player. So that will be heart-wrenching and interesting. Well, I should say interesting, but it is Survivor. Anything can happen. So, all right, guys, that's all I have. Sorry for the late, but like I said, I wanted to get my 2 cents on the Dr. Phil episode. So, all right, shoot me a line. Chad Kincaid1 at Twitter, Facebook Chad Kincaid. I'm not a hard man to find. So that's all I have. All right, love you guys. Peace.